Hey guys, how are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Bitcoin evening wrap. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, and we will go straight over to those Bitcoin charts. So yeah, Bitcoin here on the 4 hour. As you can see, we took out that high, the previous high here. And then obviously on taking that out, we had a nice acceleration to the upside, which is what you would expect. That is basically, I think that's step 2, isn't it? Step 3. So we had the break, step 1, the back test, step 2, breaking above this high, step 3. And then step 4 is basically coming to tag this resistance area. So that is basically what I'm expecting here. I am expecting this to be a bull flag. And then us to extend up to this basically anywhere between 17,700 and 17,400. I mean, maybe it will get front ran. Front ran is obviously our first pass at it, first attempt at these crazy highs. There will be people looking to take profits at this level. So yeah, we shall have to see how it goes. I've heard people talking about some people shorting. Apparently there's a big short in this market, but I had a discussion about that today with someone, and I mean, I just think if someone's taking a big short position, they're potentially hedging long exposure they've got anywhere, rather than necessarily just taking an outright short position. But hey, this is crypto. People can do wild things. Maybe it's the CIA, take a massive leverage short position and then dump $1 billion worth of BTC from the Silk Road. Hey, I mean, yeah, I mean, this is crypto. They're more than welcome to come and do those sorts of shenanigans, because this is the market that we play in. But anyway, so yeah, as you can see, looking good. Obviously break, back test, and now continuation, especially since we took out that high. So yeah, looking good. Not too much to say about that really. We'll have a look at some of the other markets. Dollar index, DXY 4 hour. You can see the 4 hour 9 did bounce price, got us all the way up to here, but then was swiftly rejected. So 4 hour 9 did play out, did its thing. But yeah, tapped out. I mean, you can see you can see basically that we're trying to get supported at this level. Bounced up to the previous level, rejected, and now we find ourselves back down at the same level. So it is not the picture of bullishness, I will say that. This just looks likely like we're going to come and take this low out, and end up actually sub 92 in the DXY, just 4 cheeky dollars away from 88. So yeah, this is what we're keeping our eye on. I mean, this is 20k plus Bitcoin down here, FYI. So yeah, dollar index, there you go, looking relatively bearish. Got a lot of work to do if it wants to go bullish. Ethereum BTC first, as you can see, is looking like trash. As great as Ethereum is, clearly the focus at the moment is on Bitcoin. But are we gonna put in a low? Here? Higher than this low, then try and put in a higher high, retake this channel, start to go bullish and get $1,500 Ethereum. Are we going to do that? We could do that. I do see that as a possibility. And obviously Bitcoin USD, I mean, regardless of what the Satoshi pairings with Bitcoin going up, this is likely to go up in USD, but you can see it's staying range bound. So looking at this just tells me sideways consolidation, and it's going to get a break, and I would guess the break will be to the upside, because well, I just think it will be to the upside, because we're in an upwards trend, aren't we? So yeah, consolidation here, and then yeah, potential break. If you notice, a lot of our consolidations have been like downward sloping. This This one's not so downward sloping, so that actually in a way is bullish, because it means that we're consolidating, but they're not actually able to push the price lower. So I mean, that does kind of give me more of an upward bias, and if this does well, basically move to the upside, realistically this target's about the same anyway, the flagpole target. So we are looking at about yeah, mid 500s for Ethereum. Bitcoin dominance, the bane of our lives. I was telling you guys, look, this is nowhere near a confirmed downtrend or necessarily moving down when we had this move down. And yeah, I mean, you can see there was right to have caution there. And we find ourselves actually taking out this high slightly, but at the same level here, at this trend line resistance. I mean, this is the third time we're basically testing it now. Third time, guys. I mean, it does look like it's gonna go. I mean, to me, this would tell me that we're gonna get a big spike up in Bitcoin. This is gonna spike up and then it's gonna then come down. But yeah, I mean, I feel like there will be some sort of move here, be it to the downside or the upside. But well, we'll just have to see what happens. How is Tesla doing whilst we are here? Tesla basically doing nothing, isn't it? What's it? It's done nothing. Down basically a tiny. It's basically flat. Yeah, with things looking relatively bullish in other markets and weak in the dollar, and Tesla not really making a move. It does not bode well. Tech as a whole, though, obviously isn't liking the current environment of we're not all going to be prisoners in our own home anymore. Big tech don't like that. Big tech runs the world, though, so it's interesting that big tech and big pharma and that a lot run the world, and all of a sudden we're all getting made to stay at home, and then they're all benefiting a lot from it. It's just crazy, that, isn't it? I mean, obviously it's a coincidental, but hey, something to think about there, guys. Anyway, yeah, 4 out of 9 here on the S&P. So we're just gonna get some sideways to down here, or we're just gonna basically hold here and come for this high. We are coming for this high. We will draw it on. We'll draw it on just so it's here on our chart. Just so we are aware of what that level is. So yeah, yes, it basically starts looking good. Over to silver, holding in a tight range here. I mean, this in all theory, in all fairness, could break either way. Upside or the downside. I don't realistically have a bias other than the fact long term I think it's going up. I mean, if I had to pick a 51 to 49%, I'd say to the upside, but this could break to the downside. This indeed could break to the downside, and gold not looking the picture of health either. So yeah, gold silver ratio, you can see, is coming down though. So that's obviously better for holding silver anyway. Right, so let's go back to Bitcoin, and we will have a look at some of those higher time frames. Just see how it's looking. I mean, even more picture perfect there. You can see that, can't we? Break, back test, pump back, pump up. This is I've mentioned before. Big traders like to buy the back test. And they don't like to necessarily buy the breakout. That's why you often get back test. Like, it's hard. I mean, there's the people buying because they're stopping out of short positions, and whoops, sorry about that. There's people buying because they're stopping out of short positions, and there's not as much liquidity to buy, and that's why the price breaks so quick. But yeah, when it comes back, they can start buying, and then bang, and then we go back up. So yeah, textbook there. What we are looking at for is these TDs, any important TDs coming up. It's the 5-day one is the real one that we're on, isn't it? And we have still only just started this candle, so 4 days left. So are we going to get acceleration on this? Also in 6 days we're gonna get the weekly 9. So these guys are obviously gonna the weekly 9 will start after the 5-day 9 is finished. So it'll be a battle of see what's going to happen. More people are clearly going to be watching the weekly chart though. Yeah, but I think we have had a little look-see, and I think we did realise that the actual 5-day TD9s was actually better, as you can see. So maybe Wall Street with their 5-day week and crypto with its 7-day week, maybe they're watching the 5-day TD sequential. Just maybe. So, but either way, we've got 4 days, plenty of room for plenty of days in this candle left for an acceleration to the upside. I mean, we could easily make it above here. I mean, I suspect we can't make it to 20k, but we can get a wick above here. I mean, I would say maximum 19k, but you might say, well, 19k is very close to 12k. Yeah, it is. But I'm expecting us to be held down by this level. So yeah, a wick up, and it's going to struggle to get all the way to 20k. I would guess. But yeah, but based on this larger term time frame in this TD, yeah, I mean, we could. I mean, this could be the high already, and we could start to trade down already. Because look, we had the 8 candle. And then the 9 came in, and we did sell off, and we did trade a bit higher. So you can see the candle previous can even be the high. So this 9 can certainly on its own be the high at where it is now when we trade down. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm expecting us to tag this. There is no reason any big traders or big sellers are gonna need to sell or want to sell before we hit that level. And yeah, I mean, if we go back to the daily, and by the big traders, I mean just the dudes that bought the bought this pullback here, bought this back test, and are now in a lot of profit, just not looking to take profit up to here. So that is basically what I'm expecting. Stochastics, I mean, we knew that they had a bullish reset. We knew the 4 hour was looking like it was just going to continue up and drag us up through that high, which it basically did, which is what we spoke about this morning. I mean, 12 hour at this trend line, just look at it, guys. There is no room to maneuver here, is there? But it is potentially turning back up. Yeah, I mean, one more turn back up, get to 20k, then this is going to come down then. I think, not a financial advice, but we are going to basically, I think, have the push up to 20k. Then we are going to lose this super duper aggressive trend line. And yeah, just have that move back down to, well, wherever it may be. Will it be down to the 14k? Will it literally just be to test this 15.8 again but from a higher level if we do get a pump into it? Yeah, we'll have to see. Daily, also very extended, but still pointing up though. But again, this is we have to come back down at some point. 2 day, 3 day as well. I mean, the rest relatively looking good here. I mean, they are high, but yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna say it again. I say it every video. I just think we are gonna hit this 17ish k, maybe wick above. A bit higher, but we're gonna be held between this range. That is my guess, and altcoins are then gonna do particularly well. That is my theory, and we will see how that plays out. But yeah, that is it, guys. Pretty much. Thanks for listening. Remember, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I'll speak to you guys in the morning.